President Park Geun-hye visited Dongdaemun Mall to encourage merchants there facing tough times due to the MERS outbreak, keeping shoppers at home. It's been revealed that the Board of Audit and Inspection expressed concerns over infection transmission in hospitals even before the MERS outbreak. And North Korea fired 3 missiles into the EC on Sunday, while a joint celebration marking the June 15th Inter-Korean Declaration failed to take place. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, June 15th. I'm Luke Clary. President Park Geun-hye visited Dongdaemun Mall, which has fallen on hard times because many shoppers are staying home, spooked by the ongoing MERS outbreak. In a visit meant to encourage the merchants, President Park said that the crisis would come to an end soon and asked people not to be disheartened.
President Park Geun-hye visited the Dongdaemun Mall directly hit by the recent MERS outbreak. On weekends, this tourist destination would have been packed with foreign shoppers, but it saw a sharp decline in recent weeks in both local and overseas customers. The president said that all-out efforts from the public and private sectors would bring an end to the MERS outbreak soon and asked people not to be discouraged, but to continue with their daily routines as usual. Earlier in the day, she visited Seoul National University Hospital to look around the selective clinic where people suspected of having MERS are being treated before confirmation. Then she talked to a nurse taking care of the isolated patients and commended her work.
격리병실에서 참 노고가 많으십니다.
메르스에 대해서 공포감을 가지고 있는 게 제일 큰 어려움이라고 할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
President Park said that the dedication of the medical staff is sure to bring an end to the MERS crisis and pledged a change in the public health system in the wake of the recent outbreak.
It's come to light that the Board of Audit and Inspection expressed concerns over infection transmission in the hospital environment to the Ministry of Wealth and Health even before the MERS outbreak. The board is considering launching a probe into the government's poor initial response to the outbreak.
The Board of Audit and Inspection warned the Ministry of Welfare and Health and its affiliated organizations of the seriousness of infection transmission within hospitals during its investigation in June last year. The board pointed out the need for the government to devise appropriate measures as infectious diseases can easily spread in Korean hospitals, which have many shared rooms and intensive care units with open access. But the Health Ministry never conducted any investigation at all on the spread of infections in domestic hospitals. The National Assembly also brought up the issue of the spread of infectious diseases in hospitals during parliamentary inspections on the Health Ministry over the past 3 years, but no measures have been implemented so far. The Board of Audit and Inspection further pointed out the ministry's limited ability to keep the spread of infections in hospital environments under control because only 3 officials were in charge of communicable disease containment. The board is considering launching an investigation into the government's poor initial response to the MERS outbreak and the issue of infection transmission in hospitals after the outbreak subsides.
North Korea fired 3 short-range missiles toward the EC on Sunday, while a joint celebration marking the 15th anniversary of the June 15th Inter-Korean Declaration has failed to take place. Inter-Korean relations appear to be spiraling out of control. Here's more.
This is footage from last February of the launching of the anti-ship missile KN-01 with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in attendance. On Sunday afternoon, North Korea again fired 3 KN-01 missiles from the Hodo Peninsula area near Wonsan on the east coast. The missiles were launched toward the northeast and presumed to have flown about 100 kilometers. This is the 3rd time that North Korea launched the KN-01 missiles, following launches in February and May. but this was the first time firing them from the ground. North Korea also declared a no-sail zone in the western waters north of Pyongyang until June 22nd. This ban very likely indicates the regime will fire additional rockets into the Yellow Sea. Amid chilled inter-Korean relations, private groups had been planning a joint celebration to mark the June 15th joint inter-Korean declaration, but it was scrapped. Instead, the two sides held separate events to mark the occasion. Nonetheless, a joint statement was announced in which South and North Korea and overseas preparatory committees were urged to work together to bring peace and unification. The statement also pledged a joint ceremony on August 15th, Korea's Independence Day. Meanwhile, Seoul urged Pyongyang to resume dialogue immediately if it's really committed to carrying out the agreements in the June 15th joint declaration.
The ruling and opposition parties are still at odds over the approval of Hwang Kyo-ah's nomination to the post of prime minister. The ruling party is demanding that the matter be settled immediately, but the opposition party won't budge.
The ruling and opposition parties have failed to set a date for a plenary session to approve the nomination of Prime Minister-designate Hwang Kyo-ahn. The ruling's Haenuri party is intensifying pressure on the opposition by saying that it's urgent for the nation to have a prime minister to cope with the MERS outbreak.
산적한 현안이 있는 상황에서 총리 인준안 처리 지연으로 총리의 국정 공백이 장기화되어서는 안 되겠습니다.
The Haenuri party plans to vote on the matter on its own if Parliamentary Speaker Chung Eui-hwa introduces the bill at the next plenary session. But the parliamentary speaker says he wants to try to help the rival parties reach a compromise, as it would be undesirable for the ruling party to vote on the matter on its own. The New Politics Alliance for Democracy is refusing to hold a plenary session before the interpellation session scheduled for June 18th.
부적격 총리 후보자 인준안 처리를 위한 어떠한 의사 일정에도 원칙적으로 협조할 수 없다는 게 우리 당의 기본 입장입니다.
However, the MPAD is internally considering the strategy of voting against Hwang's nomination at the plenary session and later attacking him at the interpellation session.
Stock price limits in the stock market will be doubled from the current range to plus or minus 30% starting on Monday. The move may boost stock market efficiency, but individual investors will have to exercise more caution when investing.
Starting on Monday, reaching the lowest price level for a 2-day period will halve stock prices. That's because the price limit range has doubled from the current level to plus minus 30%. Individual investors tend to put their money in small or medium-sized stocks with potential for high price fluctuations over slow-moving stocks of large companies. So they must be more cautious in investing in items that have high transaction percentages carried out on credit or with money borrowed from securities firms. When the prices of stocks held as collateral drop, securities companies tend to sell shares in a hurry to retrieve their money, which can further speed up the plunge of stock prices.
신용잔고가 좀 과도하게 많은 종목 같은 경우는 이게 떨어지면서 하락을 부르는 부분들이
Stock market analysts are concerned that day traders will have a field day since stock prices may swing up to 60% in a single day.
Wireless internet services are available in many public places in Korea these days. They're free of charge, but security remains an issue as users can easily fall prey to hacking.
This system controls wireless routers used in households and in offices. Upon manipulating the system, a new Wi-Fi network appears. After connecting to the internet via Wi-Fi, a convincing website pops up, instructing the user to download a file in order to update the system. However, the page on the right is the site accessed legitimately through a network. This site is a fake created by a hacker in advance to spread update files and malicious code. Wi-Fi routers have DNS servers, a sort of address list that connects internet addresses. The hacker picked a certain site from the server and linked it to the hacking site by changing its address. Users can easily fall prey to hacking unless they exercise extra caution. Experts recommend that both router managers and users set up passwords and avoid financial transactions using wireless internet.
A KBS team brings us a close-up view of the nation's largest limestone cave in Samcheok, Gangwon Province for the first time in broadcasting history. Here are the captivating scenes of immemorial natural mysteries.
Located on a mountainside 500 meters above sea level, Hwansun Cave is a natural monument of South Korea. An adventure into a hidden section beyond the open public path along the cliffs reveals a waterway untouched by humans. The water runs through the cracks, which are so narrow that explorers find it difficult to proceed. It finally joins a pond in the cave. The waterway, created by groundwater that breaks down nearby limestones, become broad due to small pebbles. Stalactites grow like icicles on the ceiling. Crystal clear water droplets make the atmosphere more mysterious. This is a sculpture created by the hardening of the lime component in the water. The climate environment, which has remained unchanged for the past 500 million years when the cave was created, provides key research clues. Of the 6.2-kilometer-long cave, a 4.6-kilometer section remains closed to the public. Hwansun Cave hides mysteries that are hundreds of millions of years old in areas still inaccessible by people.
New music by South Korean idol boy group Big Bang is enjoying popularity worldwide. Two new songs, including Bang 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 and We Like to Party, have occupied the two top slots on Billboard's World Digital Songs chart. This and more coming up in today's entertainment news. Let's take a look.
Idol group Big Bang's two new songs, Bang 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 and We Like to Party, have ranked first and second simultaneously on Billboard's World Digital Songs chart. The music video for Bang 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 has exceeded 16 million views, testifying to its huge popularity. A survey has found that women in their 20s lead the trends in dance music. According to the survey conducted by an online music service provider, women in their 20s account for 44.9% of fans of idol group EXO's Call Me Baby, while teenage girls account for only 13%. The proportion of women in their 20s is high overall, representing 38.1% of fans of Miss A's Only You and 37.6% for Red Velvet's Ice Cream Cake. Singer and composer An Chi-hwan will release his 11th album entitled 50. An's agency says that the new album contains songs depicting the despair, suffering, and hope experienced by the artist who turned 50 this year.
Chronic fatigue is a common problem in modern-day society. Most of the time, fatigue is caused by accumulation of toxins in the body. Well, here's how to detox your body by eating right. Many office workers these days suffer from fatigue because they have to work late quite often and attend corporate dinners where they end up eating and drinking too much. Such a lifestyle results in the accumulation of toxins in the body. If not discharged properly, toxins can cause various health problems. That's the reason a growing number of working people try to rid themselves of body toxins over the weekends. One of the popular ways to detoxify the body is by drinking 6 bottles of a special detox juice a day. It's made with fresh fruits and vegetables. The main ingredients of the juice are carrots and apples, which are easy to find in stores.
당근에는 대사 촉진을 시키는 비타민 B군, 칼륨, 칼슘, 섬유소 등이 다량 함유되어 있어서 장의 기능을 원활하게 하고 노폐물 배출에 도움이 됩니다.
Kale juice is also known to have detoxifying properties. Kale is rich in chlorophyll, which purifies blood and promotes detoxification. To make your kale juice taste better, add some lemon and spinach.
속에서 부대끼지 않고 약간 아침이 좀 개운한 느낌?
You can change your diet to help your body slowly adjust to healthier foods after being accustomed to foods with more powerful flavors. It's important to choose ingredients that have excellent detoxifying properties. One of them is the wild herb, Cirsium setidins.
혈액순환을 돕고 특히나 산소를 공급해서 피를 맑게 해주는 효능이 있답니다.
First, mix the herbs with some soy sauce and perilla seed oil and cook together with rice. The herbs will add a savory and mouth-watering flavor to the rice. To make a mugwort rice ball soup, first make rice balls with crushed tofu, ground potatoes, and sliced mugwort. Then add ground chickpeas, which are known for their excellent immune system boosting properties. Now the soup is ready. Weekends are a good time to detoxify your body and make yourself healthier by eating detoxing foods. Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.